Yesterday, the courtroom took a shocking turn. The prosecutor in Joe Sibanyoni's case never arrived. No explanation, no appearance, just gone. With no prosecutor present, the case was struck off the roll, and once again, Joe Ferrari walked out free. But that's where the story gets even darker. Because here at Vox Trends, we didn't stop at the headlines. We went deep into the evidence from the Madlanga Commission. Documents, testimony, connections, everything. And what we uncovered reveals how Joe Ferrari allegedly operates behind the scenes, far away from the cameras and public attention. What you're about to hear raises serious questions. Questions about power, influence, and what may really be happening behind closed doors. This is the kind of information they never expected ordinary people to piece together. So before we continue, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because this investigation is about to expose details that could change everything. Let's get into it.
Do you have 1032?
Yes.
And these are your chats with Mr. Joe Sibanyoni.
That's correct.
And are you aware of the allegation that Mr. Matlala had tried to kill Mr. Sibanyoni?
That's correct.
And did Mr. Matlala and Mr. Sibanyoni ever make peace after that?
I don't know.
But you were in communication with both of them?
Yes.
Can I take you to the top of page 1032?
Yes.
At 2:14 in the morning, and this is a forwarded message.
Yes.
You forward to Mr. Sibanyoni a message saying, "Sure, STF have arrived at the address awaiting results." Do you remember who sent you that? Well, do you remember which address that related to?
That is 2 a.m.
2 a.m. on the 6th of December 2024.
I can't recall.
Who would have forwarded you a message? Who would have sent you a message telling you that the STF have arrived at an address? Which commander of yours?
Which one?
Which commander of yours would have sent you a message at 2 in the morning on the 6th of December 2024 saying the STF have arrived at an address?
I can't recall. I can't recall.
Would it possibly have been Brigadier Ramangwa?
To send me this message.
To say STF have arrived, sure, STF have arrived at the address awaiting results. Let me maybe refresh your memory a little bit. On the night of the 5th December, 6th of December, you had injured your foot and you were at a Netcare hospital. Does that refresh your memory? You were at a Netcare hospital getting treatment to your foot. I think it was your left foot. Do you remember when that happened?
I get injured more often.
It doesn't really narrow it down.
I was injured, but hey, I wanna remember. Netcare.
It was a Netcare hospital. I'm not sure which one. Can probably find out which one it was. That's not helping you remember.
Sergeant Nkosi, a person is only at a hospital so many times. It's not a place you go to every week. Surely you would remember if you were in a hospital because you had injured your foot.
So, Sergeant Nkosi, a lot happened. Very important things happened in that period. That must remind you something. Mr. Matlala was arrested, or there was an operation rather, on Mr. Matlala. It's 2024, the PKTT was disbanded. So it's all about that same period. You must remember where you were, what you were doing in December, including were you ever injured or not in hospital?
I can maybe narrow it down a little bit. Netcare Acacia Hospital.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
The hospital was the Netcare Acacia, A-K-A-S-I-A, hospital.
You know, commissioners, I'll be seen as I get injured. You, hands, legs. So I'm just trying to remember exactly what might have been the problem.
Well, the hospital's a side issue. Someone sent you a message saying, a commander would have sent you a message saying, STF, Special Task Force, have arrived at the address, awaiting results.
Mr. Chaskalson, maybe as a reminder also, is it not preceded by the bottom message at 10:31?
Well, let's go where Commissioner Poloi has taken you. Your previous message on the 5th of December at 11:08 p.m., you message Mr. Sibanyoni, it's today, Laduma, and there's some fists there.
Which page is that?
That's 1031. Do you see that? At the
Yes.
foot of 1031.
Yes, I see.
Can I put to you what it looks like to me?
Yes.
It looks like you didn't leak this to Mr. Matlala. Because what it looks like is that you were preemptively celebrating with Mr. Sibanyoni that the Special Task Force were about to raid Mr. Matlala. That's what it looks like. Do you want to respond to that?
No. No, I can't respond to that. You know why? Honestly, I did not know. And there is no way that I would have celebrated with Mr. Sibanyoni about Mr. Matlala. I did not know.
Why would you have sent a message to Mr. Sibanyoni saying the Special Task Force have arrived at the address and you're awaiting results, or someone is awaiting results?
No, I would not.
What matters relating to the Special Task Force have you discussed with Mr. Sibanyoni?
Okay. Most of the time, when Mr. Sibanyoni would travel, especially to KZN, he would send a message that I'm traveling to KZN. I don't trust that place. Can you inform the PC that I'm coming that side, for in case he must know in terms if I need help. You know, the taxi industry, how does it goes? I will be help quickly. Then I would inform the PC that the General Corner that day, Mr. Sibanyoni, they are having a meeting there, and they are requesting the assistance. Then General Corner said it must be a formal request. Then I'll revert back to Mr. Sibanyoni, and they'll write a formal request from the Santiago offices. Then that is why they will be provided whatever they want. So I would assume maybe it was on those bases that we're talking about the task force, but I can't quite remember.
At the time of the raids on Mr. Matlala on the 6th of December 2024, was Brigadier Amangwa involved in any other matters relating to the Special Task Force, to your knowledge?
When Mr. Matlala was raided?
Indeed.
No. It was, you're talking about when it was alleged that I've tipped him off.
No, I'm not saying you tipped him off.
No. I'm just asking that it was that time. Yes or no?
Yes, that time, the 6th of December.
No. Brigadier Amangwa had no clue at all.
Sorry, had?
He had no clue that there was another investigation on Mr. Matlala. So he had no knowledge about this.
Was Brigadier Amangwa in charge of the raid, aware that there was going to be a raid on Mr. Matlala's house on the 6th of December?
According to me, he did not know.
Who was in charge of the Special Task Force in relation to the raid on Mr. Matlala's house?
I don't know.
We'll come back to Mr. Sibanyoni much later, but for now, let's go back to Mr. Nangi.
Yes. Can I close this file?
The Sibanyoni file can be put away.
You were involved as part of the team under Brigadier Amangwa.
That's correct.
To investigate the allegations against Mr. Matlala, or the possible involvement of Mr. Matlala in the kidnapping of Mr. Bushoha.
Okay. To put it in this manner, they were investigating that docket of a missing person of Mr. Bushoha. So Mr. Matlala's name kept on popping. So that is when they said, I must invite him. But at that time, he was never informed that it was about Mr. Bushoha. I only informed him that it was about that kidnapping of the child and the mother.
So, yes, my question really is, when they say you must invite him to come for an interview, it's because you are a member of their team that's looking at this matter?
Yes.
Okay. Now, given your close relationship with Mr. Matlala, which you have described, you go biking together, you visit each other, did you not see a problem of a conflict in your role as his close friend or brother, whatever relationship, which you have described it as a very close relationship, and we have no reason to not accept that, and you are intimately involved and therefore have access to substance information relating to that which the team is investigating or the allegations against him. Did you not see the conflict position that you held, and therefore that it was inappropriate that you should be involved at all in investigations to do with Mr. Matlala?
At that particular time, Commissioner, I was not directly involved. I would pop in and help because I was caught up there in Musina on another matter. So I did not see it as a conflict because of the docket carrier. It was Colonel Mashabela, and I would not know what are the real context or how close are they maybe to solve that particular matter. So at that time I did not see any conflict of interest because I was.
But you would have had a discussion. You know, for example, and this is from your evidence, you knew that the the original team that had the docket relating to Mr. Bushokga didn't do much. That's what you said earlier,
Yes.
that the docket, there was nothing in the docket.
Yes.
So you've got that kind of access to information. And if you wanted to, you could tell Mr. Matlala, don't worry, there's nothing in the docket, if you wanted to, because you have access to that kind of information. And then now it's with with Brigadier Ramangwa. And when they say call him so that he comes to an interview, there's been a discussion. You say they interviewed the family, you know what they've said to the family because you're part of that. You are not part of the interview maybe, but because you're part of a team, you know how Brigadier Ramangwa gets to a point where he says to you, call him to come in. So you do have information about what's happening in this case. That places you in a conflict position already against your brother. And I refer to him as your brother only because he's so close to you. I'm not saying he's your, I'm not putting anything to it other than you have this obviously very, very close relationship. So you are put in a conflict position. You did not see or think that you should actually not be involved with this. You didn't see the problem. I see the problem. And I would have seen it from day one, and I would have said, please excuse me from this investigation. I don't want to be involved, but you don't see that, is what I'm asking, that are you sure you did not see this conflict position?
I did not.
Okay. All right, thank you. And thank you on that. Let me ask you a question, follow-up, arising from what Mr. Chaskalson put to you earlier. He asked if you were aware of the allegation that on the day of the operation against Mr. Matlala at his house, the allegation is that by the time the police arrived, Mr. Bushokga had been moved to Mr. Nangi's house. You remember you asked of that, and I think you said, yes, you are aware of the allegation being made. Now, we've had evidence from General Sinona that Mr. Nangi lived, I don't know if he still does, lived in the same complex, I think, or estate as Mr. Matlala. Do you know that to be a fact? It was about a discussion about why certain warnings about Mr. Nangi being released were sent to Mr. Matlala by General Sinona, and he said, I just wanted him to know that this dangerous person has been released because they live in the same neighborhood.
I don't know.
You don't know where Mr. Nangi lives?
No.
You know where Mr. Matlala lives? You must know. You have a very close relationship with him.
You know, some relationships, they are very different.
Is your answer that you don't know where Mr. Matlala lives?
No, I'm trying to answer you to the best of my ability.
No, you either know or you don't, Sergeant. You don't need to think hard. You don't need to think hard about it.
No, I'm not thinking hard. The house that I know of Mr. Matlala is not a complex. It's a standalone house. Okay. So that is the reason I'm saying, I would say I don't know. You find out I know that standalone house. Okay. And I don't know, that is the complex.
So you don't know that he has a house in midstream?
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chaskalson.
Can I take you, just flowing from those questions, to file 3 of 3? 3 of 3. It's the additional exhibits file.
Listen, we have 3 of 4, not 3 of 3.
3 of 3. It's the last additional chats and annexes.
It's written file 3 only.
3 of 3.
No, 3.
What our problem is, our files are just marked 1, 2, 3. It's not 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3.
And do they go up to 8 or 7 or?
Not the numbering, but the total number of files we have.
Yes.
It's the file that has pages 861 to 1320 on it.
Yes, it's file 3.
File 3.
Only, yeah.
Okay. And can we go to page 1032?
Kaiser, how disturbing a moment was this for you as the NPA? I mean, we got Andy Mothibi's statement saying that he was shocked and disappointed.
No, definitely, he was very shocked and disappointed, and he really wanted to get to the bottom of it as quickly as possible. By yesterday, he had talked to the Director of Public Prosecution in Mpumalanga, who is now going to convene a meeting this morning so that the report is brought to him so that he understands what really happened on the side of the prosecutor. And then, but we also hearing a lot of other things that are relating to what happened in court on Friday and the magistrate's involvement. We are going to ask for the court records so that we are able to understand what really happened, and then we'll get to the bottom of it. Whoever would have done this will have to feel the wrath of the law.
When you say there are lots of things happening, what do you mean?
Yeah, what I mean is that we are hearing stories that the prosecutor was clearly indicating to the magistrate that he's not available, and then we will just have to get the records because we don't want to comment before we get into the records. But all of the information we will get, and we will then get to the bottom of it. Whoever, whether it is on the side of the prosecutor or on the side of the magistrate, who have erred, will just
Wait,
take them.
did you catch that? The NPA says the case is being re-enrolled. Nothing to see here, no setback at all. But let's talk about what they didn't say. They didn't explain why a prosecutor, formally warned by the magistrate on Friday, simply didn't appear on Monday. They stayed silent on the death threats reported by Newsroom Africa ahead of that hearing. And they offered zero justification for why Joe Sibanyoni, named by the Madlanga Commission in a serious police intelligence breach, is walking free and sleeping at home tonight. We're not letting this go. This is the uncomfortable question we're asking. And we won't stop